Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. I traveled to the edge of the desert where the village of my librarians is located. So let's break camp, enter the desert, find the village, and start trading with my librarians. I hear skeletons, though. Maybe they're hiding inside of the pyramid. That's fine. You can stay in there. I don't mind you. Actually, I would mind encountering you because you are arrow dispensers and I could use some arrows. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trade with my librarians so that I can get the final book of mending to finish the process of enchanting all my tools. Once I'm done with that, I can begin the next expedition. I like to explore a new area of the coffee break world. Hopefully I can encounter some interesting things. I still haven't seen one of those cherry trees. Since I've been to Japan, I would be really eager to get one of those into my home area. Maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I'm really lucky with the next expedition. Speaking of Japan, I am nearly done with my story of my journey to Japan. There's only one full day to cover and the rest of the last day in Tokyo before flying home. The last full day, again, really relaxed. Starting somewhat late, we went to the park around the palace, the Imperial Palace in Tokyo. This was cool. Oh, really cool. One could only go into specific parts of that park, so not the whole park around the whole palace was open to public, but at least some bits of it. And they were really beautiful. I found the most beautiful things were amongst some of the very beautiful trees where the koi. There were some very, very beautiful fish in the little lakes, the little ponds. They almost looked like dragons, so they had fins that were really like one would imagine the wings of a dragon or so. So this was amazing, seeing them swim around, watching them. And yeah, just walking through the beautiful park, seeing lots of cool things. We, after having finished walking through the park, okay, you're done with trading with me. You're also done. That's bad, but I can get a book of mending already. Just like to finish selling all my paper, okay? You don't accept paper anymore. Let's just get the last book of mending first. Give you the emeralds. I can give you the book and receive my mending. This is cool. I still have 16 emeralds. That's amazing. So many emeralds. So, I mean, I need some paper for making new maps. So do I really want to continue trading? Actually, maybe. I mean, I have lots of paper at home. Can you produce paper, please? Alright, currently they don't want to do work. Well then let me just get out of here, get into a more safe spot, a more calm spot. So yeah, we explored the Imperial Garden. It was pretty beautiful. Was really nice to walk there, to see various parts of it, to see various types of vegetation. All super cool, especially seeing those aforementioned fish with those amazing fins. I never saw koi that had so beautiful fins. So this was amazing. It was really like, okay, there are dragons in the water, as you would imagine them. And yeah, afterwards we wanted to go for a place to have some dinner. But although we were quite early, this place was completely crowded. And yeah, so we decided, okay, this is now taking too long. Let's check out. Well, let's rather just go home. Oh, very good. Let's just go home and have lunch at home. Also, we both had to pack, as my partner also flew out of 23 emeralds. That's cool. This was successful. In this case, let me just get out of here, secure them, and start my journey home. I got everything I needed. That's cool. As my partner also was flying home, basically 2 days after me. And so we both had to pack, get ready for it. And yeah, that's what we did. It was kind of a strange feeling packing up, especially after we spent 3 weeks without break together. And yeah, it was really a strange feeling getting ready to leave. Although I knew that, okay, I will see my partner again. Just a couple of days later, was still like a strange feeling packing things up. Also, it was a strange feeling packing things up, as I really enjoyed being in Tokyo. It was really a fantastic place. People were so kind, so relaxed, well, not laid back. They all were busy, but yeah, no one really. Everyone was respectful. And everything was so clean and and so overall, it was just an amazing experience. In addition to the fact that we traveled around and I saw so many beautiful things. So yeah, I really enjoyed it in Tokyo, and this, and well, the fact of leaving my partner behind and so on. Everything made it to a very weird feeling. That's a shame. Made it to a weird feeling packing up. But yeah, for this last day, we also had planned something special. I was really looking forward to it. I was so happy. Initially we thought, as I planned the journey, or as I figured out at what time I traveled there, we thought, okay, everything is. We wanted to go to a specific party, and initially we thought, okay, the party is right the middle of my stay, but then it turned out it's basically on the last day, and I was so happy that it barely was inside of the time frame I stayed in Tokyo. So I was really excited about this. I was really looking forward to it, and why rain? And yeah, so we got ready for that party. Well, also interesting as it started. I mean, like most party, well, not like most party, but in this case, it started somewhat late, and we basically got there. But we got there with the knowledge that trains or the metro in Tokyo isn't traveling or is on hold or takes a break from, I don't know, midnight, shortly after midnight to 5 a.m. or so. Whoa. Yeah, suffer from the rain. And man, you're not welcome here. So yeah, it was a little bit like, okay, we are basically then trapped there, but I found this part of it also kind of interesting. Like, okay, we go there and we definitely stay until the next morning. So I was really looking forward to this. And then we got there. It was somewhat of a long line waiting for entrance, as it's a party where lots of creepers. Let's okay, they lost track of me. Okay, I think this is a spot where I can hopefully stay without attracting any one of those bad guys. Let's break camp again. The rain stopped. And I still have to avoid that creeper guy. And yeah, we first, as it was basically bring your own food and beverages party, we went to one of those convenience stores, to one of those convenies, before entering the line and getting into that place. I think it also contributed to everything feeling so overwhelming as we got into this. Also, didn't sleep so well the last few days, the last few nights, because I guess in the back of my mind there was all of this leaving Tokyo parts and so on. And so I was a little bit tired as we got there. And as we got in, it basically completely overwhelmed me in a not good way, which I found so annoying, because I said I was really looking forward to going there with my partner, but then it was so loud. I hope for, hey, there definitely somewhere some calmer spots, but I had a different impression of the venue, so there were no calm spots. And not only that, it was super loud, it was also super crowded, so felt like, okay, too many people, too much noise. The performances on the stage were kind of cool. Some were kind of boring. Some were cool. So it was also mixed in that way. But especially the announcements, they screamed basically too loud into the microphone, which then was ending in very, very loud noise in my ears coming out of the speakers. So this hit me right as we entered the venue. And then it was also like super sticky air, and yeah, all of this was like, what's happening? And it was just too much for my system. Luckily, one of the friends of my partner had some earplugs. I completely didn't think about bringing something to protect my ears. But yeah, this was basically the saving element for the day, for the night. But still, it was so I don't know, so heartbreaking and strange. And I mean, I was completely overwhelmed. At the same time, was completely disappointed after looking forward to it for so long. And then being completely overwhelmed, not being really in a good mood then, and everything just spiraled downwards. So yeah, I don't know. I felt then super bad throughout most of the time. Well, not most of the time. In the beginning, I was completely overwhelmed. Over time, I got somewhat used to it. Was kind of okay with it, but still, the entire time I was not feeling super well at the party, and this made me also sad. And of course, it made me sad because my partner, of course, recognized this, and all was like a big spiral downwards. And I just felt sad and bad. We still made it through the event. It was still interesting. It was still nice to observe things, but also I had a different idea of it in my mind or so. So yeah, overall, I was a little bit like, okay, what's happening, and was completely sad about me not feeling well. Basically, I think this, and also my partner being concerned about me. So overall was really like a bad feeling, and it was especially such a bad feeling as it was the last full day, and I think everything was just super overwhelming, and yeah, but it just felt strange. Still, I would definitely next time go again to that party. This time I would be better prepared because now I know what I'm up for and what's ahead of me. Maybe this would have. I think this will definitely make a big difference knowing already what's ahead of me. But yeah, then very early morning. At some point we left. We left a little bit earlier than the party ended, but not much later. The one of the friends of my partner also came up, found us sitting at the metro station, and told okay that basically the entire party also got a little bit boring in some ways or so. So they weren't that happy how the last few hours were themselves. So yes, to some extent we haven't missed so much as we left, but still I feel like there was so much potential, and if I wouldn't have been so overwhelmed in the beginning, everything would have been so much better. So I just felt bad for everything. And yeah, we talked a lot about this while we're waiting or sitting at the metro station. Right in this moment, as we were then sitting there and talking, I think it was not one of the folks who went to the party. I guess it was just some Japanese man coming home from their own party, whatever. But this guy was a little bit too drunk to cycle, but tried it anyways, and was going a little bit uphill. Anyways, at some point, we heard a noise and just saw him crashing on the ground. Initially, I thought, okay, that everything's fine, but then he stayed on the ground, which never is a good sign. So, being a medic, I of course quickly rushed over to that guy, checked if everything's okay. Things were okay. He luckily never lost conscious or anything like this. He was just too drunk, basically, to first get up again. So we helped him up. I checked that basically everything that he's stable. He was stable. There was also the language barrier, which made it also a little bit difficult. But yeah, He had some bruises, but yeah, in the end, he just pushed his bike home, and yeah, probably will have a very, very bad headache when he wakes up. Not only because of the alcohol, but also because he hit the road with his face. But anyways, this was another somewhat unwanted, spectacular moment. I already saw myself somehow tending to that guy, waiting for an ambulance or so to bring this guy to hospital. But luckily, nothing serious happened. So yeah, this was the end of that last full day, last night in Tokyo. We eventually made it home and went to bed at, I don't know, 7 a.m. or something like that. Which actually, considering the fact that I had to go back to Germany and with a time difference and so on, it was actually not too bad because it was basically the time I would go to bed in Germany again. So it was somewhat of a preparation for getting home, or some yeah, getting accustomed to the Central European time, Central European summertime. And yeah, slept until noon or so. Had a basically relaxed morning, relaxed day, until I had to pack up the last few things and get to the airport. This was also, it still were so many sad feelings about leaving. But yeah, we made it to the airport, dropped my luggage off. We had some snacks before it was finally time to get through security. Security was super fast. And this was another thing where I found Japan is so polite and respectful. Of course, I had my big hiking boots on, as I mean, sure, I could squeeze them into the luggage, into the suitcase, but then the suitcase would be half full or so. So of course I had the big hiking boots on, and as always when going through security, it's like, please put off your shoes and put them onto the scanner. Normally, in every airport where this happens, it's like, okay, you have to walk on socks through the scanner. There, they brought me slippers. They really brought me basically airport slippers I could wear to get from the conveyor belt, from the scanner where to put off the shoes, through the person scanner, and where I could then retrieve my shoes again. So this was so polite. This was so amazing. I never had this at a security check. Like, okay, my very own slippers to get through there, or sliders rather. So this was fantastic. This was so great. This made me just happy. It was the best security check ever. And yeah, then I had to wait a little bit for my flight. And I was lucky. I was also lucky to, as I did the online check-in, to see, okay, now there are window spots available, which was so much better for sleeping, because I was the one who had to disturb my neighbors when I had to go to the bathroom or so. But generally, I could just stay there and never had to react to when others needed to stand up or get up or so. And yeah, the long flight home to Germany started. Was a good flight. As I got home, it was basically right into my face. Yes, I'm back in Germany. In the beginning, at first I had to wait anyways at the airport because no trains to my town were leaving. Then finally, as I arrived at 5 a.m., that is, as then the trains started to travel. My train, of course, had a delay. The delay extended, and then I took a different small metro to the main station in Frankfurt, hoping to get a different train. I don't know what train I got, but basically it was a whole disaster. After being in Japan for 3 weeks and everything was on time, everything was punctual, and everything worked out so well. I got home to Germany and it was right into my face. Okay, trains don't work, and it's just chaos. And so yeah, that was not a fun return. But yeah, those were the last few days in Japan. I think next time I will review Japan in total, what my final thoughts are on the entire journey. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will be joining me next time. Thank you so much for watching. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!